It's week 5 of the NFL. And coming up, it's Stetson Bennett. Solid performance a week ago, throwing for 3 touchdowns. It's the Rams and the Eagles on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Los Angeles Rams. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Rams team as they enter play. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And they looked awfully good last week and came away with a 2-touchdown victory. They did have a few reasons for concern defensively, but all in all, they'll take a repeat here if they could get it.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, they too were winners last time out. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Well, the Rams ready to go to work, and they will be led by the rookie, a man with some experience playing in big games, the 4th rounder from Georgia, Stetson Bennett.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-to-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of a season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the 4th-year man, it's Cam Akers. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Looking to throw here, Bennett. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. 7 yards there and a 1st down. On the counter, this is Akers. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
1st and 10, here's Bennett. Short throw, it's Higbee. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. From the 29, here's 2nd and a yard. Off the play fake, it's Bennett. And the catch made by Hopkins. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run for it with Akers. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the 1st with a very effective stiff arm. To throw is Bennett. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Akers. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And Bennett will look to throw. to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Bennett. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Rams are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
On 2nd down, Bennett to throw. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. DeMarcus Robinson, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Rams are on the board first here this afternoon. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here come the Eagles, the defending NFC champs, led out by a man who was the runner-up to Patrick Mahomes at MVP balloting a season ago. Of course, that's Jalen Hurts.
And we already knew that Hurts was a good quarterback, but last year he moved to elite status. Under his guidance, the Eagles returned to the Super Bowl and nearly won it. And he's also one of the league's most dangerous players, thrown for 38 touchdowns his last 2 seasons and run for another 23.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. 2nd down and 4. As they've got it as we resume action. On 2nd down, here's the option. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a 1st down.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a 1st down with some nice running.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Hurts throw complete here to his receiver Brown. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
At long last, the Eagles have found their new marquee #1 receiver. They dealt for Brown in last year's draft, and all he did in year 1 was set a new franchise record for yards, 4th best in the league. He gets him a 1st down there.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get out to the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Swift going to try up the middle. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete. And the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
So many times we've seen him trying to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
First and 10, here's Bennett.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Bennett working from the gun.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
Throwing here on third, Bennett. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I tell you what, 3rd and 10, you look over, and you've got that punt team getting loose on the sideline. So that puts added importance on this play. You certainly don't want to see them on the field. And after a couple of incompletions, 3rd time's the charm as they get the hook up here and pick up the first down.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. We remind you in just a couple of minutes we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Back to throw, Bennett. Looking underneath, he's got Akers.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. Greg Ward deep for Philadelphia.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown.
That's to the speedster Olamide Zaccheaus. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Quick slant to Brown.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Here's Hurts to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Here's 2nd and 7. Hurts.
And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Throwing is Hurts.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert.
And he's going to have the first down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. The kick by Elliott is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
In the first half, it was the rookie from Georgia, Stetson Bennett, who was looking sharp. He has a touchdown pass, and that amounted to the only touchdown of the game for either team thus far.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be. Obviously, they're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? Which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard, but they're definitely opportunities now, because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to the running game. I think there are going to be some places to go with it, and I think the offensive line will appreciate the chance to fire out and hit people.
That's a good point because they virtually had nothing going in the ground game in that first half. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Going deep here for Watkins. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, his second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it, because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius, as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. Bennett to the air on 1st and 10. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. To Marcus Robinson, the intended target on that one. And it's second down. Bennett looking to throw. And that one too wide and incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
That is caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the first down.
First and 10, here's Bennett.
Short throw, it's Higbee. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. To throw is Bennett. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Second down, here's Hurts. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. They're going to look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's second down. On the option to give to Swift here. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Holding offense.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Multiple defenders in there to bring him down as this quarter comes to an end. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. L.A. readies for its next possession. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, here's Bennett. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Penny.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
Hurts. He had a man open, but he missed it, and it's incomplete.
So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This to make it a 2-score game. The kick by Elliott is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
And the LA offense ready for this next possession. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
2nd down throw coming from Bennett. Throws to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And that one complete downfield to Cup.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
They'll throw again with Bennett. He'll dump this off to Akers.
The nice footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
2nd and 6 coming up. Bennett here out of the shotgun. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's 3rd down. Boy, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now. Bennett.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field.
And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
On third down, here comes Swift. And that should do it. He's got a first down. And the Eagles, they can run it out from here.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
On second down, Swift.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Charles, you think about this victory, pretty impressive. They came in facing one of the top defenses in the National Football League. Not only did they get the win, they played a clean football game, didn't have any turnovers against that great defense.
Yeah, it's a terrific observation because, you know, they emphasize ball security, wanted to avoid making any major mistakes playing against that tough defense, and they were turnover-free and took points when they were available. Excellent execution, and they did it confidently.
So for the Eagles, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year.